Hi all, welcome to Azure Content. This is part 1 in SQL Server Tips and Tricks playlist. In this video, we will learn how to install SSMS, which is SQL Server Management Studio. So SSMS is called SQL Server Management Studio, and also we will learn how to install SQL Server in your local machine. So what is the difference? You may ask, what is the difference between SQL Server and SQL Server Management Studio, right? So basically, when we want to write SQL queries, we want to hit the SQL Server and the database present within the SQL Server. So basically, we want a server where we will write the SQL queries, okay, inside a database, right? But there is some server, it might be installed in your local machine or within a VM, or it might be in the cloud like Azure cloud. But how to connect to this server? We need some kind of tool or some kind of machine so that we can connect to this SQL server. So the client tool, or we can say the UI, which will help us to connect to this server, is nothing but SSMS. Okay. So when we say SQL Server, it is nothing but it's a relational database management system, which is also called RDMS. Okay, it's a relational database management system. And to connect to this RDMS or to connect to this SQL Server, we need some tool which is called SSMS, or it is a, or you can say it's a GUI tool to connect and manage the SQL Server. So basically, to access this SQL Server, we need some tool which is nothing but SSMS. Not only SSMS, there are some other tools as well apart from SSMS that can help us to access the SQL Server. For example, there is something called Azure Data Studio, which can also help us to connect to SQL Server. And otherwise, if you have the SQL Server in cloud, suppose if you create Azure SQL Server in your Azure portal, then you can directly access via the Azure portal itself. You can write the queries in Azure portal connecting to the SQL Server and the database, and directly you can run your commands. But if you want it handy in your local machine, either you can download Azure Data Studio or you can download SSMS. Okay. So the scope of this video is to install the SSMS, which is the client tool or the machine or the GUI tool, which will help you to interact with the SQL Server. And also at the same time, we will also install the SQL Server in your local machine. Okay. So let's run through the demo part. So let me go to the web browser and access these two links which I have shown here. Okay. So I have already opened it. So first thing is we need to install the SQL Server. So here if I scroll down, you can see there's a developer version and there's a express version. And both are 2022 version, which is the latest one. And if you see the difference between the two, developer version is a full-featured free edition licensed for use as a development and test database in non-production environment. At the same time, an express version is a free edition of SQL Server. Again, it's both of them are free, and it is ideal for development and production for desktop, web, and small server application. Okay, so I'll go ahead with the express version. So the package has been downloaded. Let me open it. Let me click on yes, and we will go ahead with the installation. So now we have to select the installation type out of basic, custom, and download media. So I'll go ahead with the basic one, which has the default configuration, and let me accept the license, and let's go ahead with installation. It might take few minutes, so let's wait. Yeah, so download is successful. Installation is currently going on. Let it get completed. So it might take around 3 to 4 minutes. So let's wait. Yeah, so the installation has been successfully completed for SQL Server 2022 of Express Edition. And now you can see there is an option to install SSMS directly from here, or else we can go to the link which I have shared, and from there as well we can download SSMS. So let's go back again and let me click on install SSMS. So it opened the same documentation which we were pointing to. So let me click on this download SSMS, and it has started downloading the SSMS executable file. So let's wait for its download to be completed. Yeah, so it is done. Let me open it. Yeah, so now let me hit on install and let me click yes. This also might require a few minutes of time, so let's wait. Yeah, so the setup has been completed and SQL Server Management Studio has been successfully installed. So let me close this and let me search for SSMS, and you can see the app is present. Let's open it. Yeah, so through this window panel, we need to connect to the server. So to connect to the SQL Server, we will select Database Engine and then we need to give the server name here. So we have already installed a SQL Server. So let me browse for that. Let me select Database Engine, and here you can see this is my local machine's server name. So this is desktop and then desktop name, and we have installed SQL Express, right? So we have installed the Express edition, so that's what is coming here, and let me click on OK. And for the authentication type, we need Windows authentication because it's in our local machine. We don't need the user ID or password in order to connect to the on-premise SQL Server which is present in our local. Okay, so that's it. Let me click on connect. Okay, so it's saying cannot connect to the desktop. The connection was successfully established with the server, but then an error occurred during the login process. Okay, so certificate chain was issued by the authority that is not trusted. So let me hit on trust server certificate and let's click on connect. So now you can see it has successfully connected to the server, and if I expand the database, there should be a master database. So let me see. Okay, so there are some temporary databases as well. So let me hit on new query to open the query window. Okay, so here you can create your own table. So right now there is no table. Let me check. Okay, so there is only system tables. There is no physical table. So let me zoom it a bit and let me create a table called sample table, and we will give it a schema of ID, that is first column, and name, which is varchar, say 20. Okay, so let me click on execute and this is completed. So the table is created, and if we try to see what's within the table, currently there should be no data. So select star from the table. It will give me the table, but there is no data. So if you want to insert the data, insert into sample table, and what values you want to insert, you need to pass after writing values. So suppose 1 comma unknown. Okay, so one row I'm inserting. So one row is affected, and then suppose I want to insert second row 2 comma Ashish, and I executed it, and now you can see if I select on the table, you can see the rows as well. So by installing SQL Server Management Studio, which is SSMS, and SQL Server, we have connected to the local server which is present in my local machine in my on-premise, and we can write queries in our SQL Server. It is free of cost. You can explore SQL and you can learn SQL queries. You can create your own database. You can use the existing databases present in the local SQL Server 2022 edition in your local machine, and you can play around with the data and you can learn different things and practice hands-on for SQL. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope you find this video helpful. Please hit on like button and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done it yet. And in the next video, we will also learn how to use a sample database called AdventureWorks database. So currently we have installed the local on-premise SQL Server. Within the SQL Server, we will create another database called AdventureWorks database, which will have with lots of sample data to play around, and we will use that. So currently you can see there's no table or data present in all these default databases, but we we will make use of AdventureWorks database, which is publicly available by Microsoft. So in the next video, we will do that. So thank you guys. Please stay tuned with the channel and please try to learn more and share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you.